Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo January 2, 2023. The moon spends a good part of the day in your home and family sector, inclining you to stick with the familiar. However, a Sun-Uranus transit with you as you begin the new year encourages you to free yourself of unnecessary burdens. This influence may push you just a little bit outside your comfort zone, but you'll enjoy doing so. This transit takes care of inspiration as it opens you up to new ideas and possibilities. You might suddenly want to put something behind you or pull yourself out of a rut, especially on romantic, recreational, educational, or creative levels. Breaking the routine, even in small ways, can be satisfying. You're in a great position to reform, update, upgrade, or come up with new ideas. You readily find reasons to be confident about pursuing a personal interest, creative endeavor, or a relationship. If there was a recent disappointment, you're now feeling far more optimistic about the future. There can be an opportunity for a brighter or more objective perspective on a matter, perhaps through a person, recreational activity, or experience. Later today, the moon moves into your outgoing sector of joy, and personal enjoyment is in focus. Despite the undeniable effects of Mars transiting through larger-than-life Sagittarius and your fourth house of home, family matters, and emotional foundations, today's astro-weather is encouraging you to take a load off. Granted, harmony-seeking Venus continues to retrograde in Taurus and your romantic house of love, passion, and pleasure. Still, the moon's shift into this area of your chart could alleviate some of the tension if you're acting with honesty and integrity, of course. Single? The moon will form a harmonious sextile to lucky Jupiter via your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others. Opportunities to heal and mend a romantic situation are arriving. As a productive sign, you are likely already tinkering with ideas of what you could do to make progress this year. Luckily, the Sun in Taurus trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus, which also trines your sign by proxy. Talk about major Earth energy. Use this stable yet revolutionary energy to switch up your means of self-expression within your work. Your creativity is undergoing reconstruction anyways, thanks to Venus retrograde in Taurus. However, you might have a breakthrough in your style, craft, and even brand due to today's trine. What a way to start 2023. A friendly aspect between the moon and the dwarf planet Eris, the warrior princess of the cosmos, comes just as she is slowing down ahead of a direct turn in 9 days. After the moon's visit to your income sector earlier in the week, the focus is now on the other side of the financial fence, where your inner financial warrior is waking up. Private affairs will run smoothly thanks to your relaxed and open manner. No nasty surprises are waiting around the corner and you have the chance to finally clear up an old misunderstanding. You are obviously a good listener and give your family and friends the feeling that you're on the same wavelength as them. That mind of yours is kind of scary sometimes, and right now you're showing off how smart you are. Something that passed right by your friends is obvious to you, so let them know gently. Wherever you go, people are pleased to see you. Your poise, self-confidence in matters of the heart opens doors and you come across as rather an interesting proposition whenever you arrive on the scene. Be sure to make the most of your availability and fully employ your willingness to show interest in others. Wonderful transits are occurring these days to allow for personal growth. Emotional material that has been ignored or repressed may come up. To manage this kind of awakening, it is important to stay physically active so that mental energy does not dominate you. Committing to some kind of aerobic exercise at least 3 times a week will help you immeasurably. Drinking a whole lot of water will also help you flush out those toxins both physically and symbolically. This time of year often revolves around families and traditions, so enjoy. On a day like today, you may want to start a new family tradition or revive an old, almost forgotten one from your childhood. It is the type of day where you can easily gain a sense of rejuvenation by being around family and friends. Do not be afraid to put other things aside in order to spend more time with those you love and care about. That is what this day is all about. Our eyes in the sky. The moon squares Mercury, Venus, and Pluto this morning, which could create some emotional tension in the day. Give yourself some extra time to regroup. We might experience some fear or trepidation as we move toward the new year, which could leave us feeling uninspired and physically exhausted. After a trying 2022, you might not feel optimistic about the upcoming year, and faking it won't come easily right now. Give yourself permission to feel whatever emotions you're experiencing now, but don't forget to look for the joy and acknowledge the blessing around you. It is not too late to capitalize on a fantastic opportunity of yesterday. Momentum from the previous couple of days has been building, setting you up to make a major move. Do it now before restrictions from other people descend upon you. Later, the moon changes signs into Taurus, giving us the opportunity to shake off any excess emotions we've been holding on to. It's okay to remove yourself from your feelings a bit in favor of focusing on yourself and the upcoming year. There could be some anger in the air because there's a sense that there are so many things that are out of our control right now. Take a breather if you need to, and remember that it's okay to not celebrate if you're not feeling up to it. Things will get better and easier in 2023, but it's okay to be unhappy with the situation as it stands right now. Hold on to the people who make you happy, and find comfort in your loved ones and within yourself. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon squares off with Venus, making us eager to please. Relationships are rarely black and white, but Venus in Capricorn causes us to judge their value based on how optically successful they are. And under the Aries moon, we just want to win. During this aspect, we believe that our unions are graded on a pass basis. We either get them right, or we get them wrong and must therefore work harder to prove ourselves. Adopting this narrow definition of success to gauge whether our partnerships are truly fulfilling is short-sighted. Be mindful that treating other people as if they are stepping stones to a personal victory should be avoided. Your attitude at the beginning of the day will determine how others treat you throughout the rest of the day. Don't give other people a reason to dislike you or be disrespectful to you. You deserve to be treated like the best because you are the best. Following this, the moon squares Pluto, engendering conflict. We feel helpless, at the mercy of influential people or institutions. Our task now is to transmute our fear and reclaim our agency. However, we can't do this without first recognizing the trigger, which will probably come in the form of an imbalanced power dynamic. The moon then enters a void of course lasting 4 hours, during which time we should avoid taking action. Refuse to allow scare tactics or applied pressure to manipulate you into making a move. We might be shaking off the exhaustion of Sagittarius moon midnight escapades, resolving to get serious as we embrace the year ahead. Tomorrow's new moon is one for setting intentions and resolutions. Today, we can begin to consciously consider how we want our lives to look in 2023, not by visualizing what we want, but by deliberately declaring what situations we refuse to export out of 2022. Start thinking about what success means to you and avoid allowing others' intentions to put you into comparison paralysis. The only person you are competing with is yourself.